G'day everyone, and welcome to another set of Alliance War hits in puzzle combat with Governor from the Pirate Horde. In this video I've got something a little bit different to my usual war hits. In this one we're going to be doing the first steps towards moving into a 3-2 setup of war hits. So that's 3 heroes of one colour, 2 heroes of a different colour. So it's a different form of colour stacking to my normal stuff, which if you've watched my videos you'll see in wartime I pretty much always have gone mono, which is 5 heroes of the same colour. So it's where ultimately I had aimed to get to or move into with my war hits, was to get into 3-2 or 4-1, those kind of colour stacking territories rather than just being straight up mono. There are benefits to mono and there are benefits to other colour stacking modes. Mono, you've got a huge amount of damage output for a bit, or comparatively to the team power that you're fielding, and that's its biggest reason, and that's the main reason I was using it early on, because mono is a good way of bridging team power differences, and up until you build good roster depth and all that kind of thing and you're facing off against teams that are much stronger than you, mono is a really great way of performing in those wars. And so that was the reason why I had been using mono and why I was using it early on. More recently it's mainly just been because I've been a bit lazy. Mono is very easy to build your teams. You basically grab your 4 strongest heroes of a colour, whack in a supporting hero of that colour, and boom, off you go, you're good to go kind of thing. So it's very easy to build teams, whereas when you're doing 3-2 or 4-1 and that kind of thing, it's a little bit harder because you've got to worry a bit more about team synergies, working out which heroes are going to work well with other heroes, making sure you've not bundled all of your support heroes together in one team, making sure you spread them across all the teams, trying not to necessarily put all the support heroes of the same color, just in case you don't get tiles in that color. You've got a backup support hero in a different color, and it's that kind of thing that makes building teams and forming teams in alternate color stacking things a lot harder than just going straight up mono. So yeah, that's basically what this video is going to feature. I will get on with the video because that's what you're here for. So you can see we've got the Pirate Horde facing off against the Alliance Legenden der Kroetarmee. I have probably butchered the pronunciation there, and I'm sorry to any German viewers, but the translation to English is basically the Legend of the Kroetarmee. So that's who these guys are. In terms of the remainder of the war, there are 9 flags on our side and 0 flags on their side. So basically if I can score 25 points, or 20, I can math, 27 points, we've won this war. So in terms of the war scores, it is 96k on our side and 90k on their side. So a bit of an advantage to us, which is playing out a little bit in the final score. The battlefield is 30 versus 30. So 180 flags on both sides. The board here, it is pretty well ready for a flip. Up until just before, we had 1 clean in there, so I was kind of hanging back from using my final flags because I didn't really want to start the stream and then have to pause midway through while I waited for a clean to come along, or to use one of my flags for the clean. So Hypernova's come on, she's used one of her 4 remaining flags to take out that last of the clean. I'm obviously going to take these 2 final kills and move on to a board flip. So the first one is Carsten. He's got double reviver, bunny hop, tremor, and mortars, pretty standard stuff. So for my first team, because I really want to ensure the flip, I'm going to use 2 teams that I actually use quite often in raiding normally, or that I'm very confident in. So for this first one, I'm going to use Wyatt. So this is a 7 out of 10 special skill Wyatt. And I'm going to chuck in both my Emmas that are leveled. I'm going to chuck in Blunderbuss, and I'm going to use my 4-80 Ksenia. So yes, I have 2 Ksenias. You may hate me. It is what it is. I've got 2 of them. Weapons wise, I'll switch both Ksenia and Blunderbuss to having the speed crit gun, the Chekhov SVK. Wyatt can grab the dodge, and then we'll go crit and bleed on the 2 Emmas. So that's the team. I use this team a lot in raiding, mainly with a maxed out, we'll give the speed gun, mainly with a maxed out Ksenia, but it'll work hopefully just as well. If I can get Blunderbuss fired up before firing off the 2 Emma special skills, it is absolutely chaos reaving sort of stuff. So off the bat here, I can see I've got a green match 4 with a red, which I'll take. And then the follow-up move, I've got a couple choices. I've got a green match 3 onto bunny hop, or this yellow match 3 here. I'll take my green match 3, I think. I think I'll just pop this now. Get rid of the green dynamite stick and cascade. Lovely cascade, so we've got rid of tremor. I haven't got blunderbuss ready yet, so I'm going to make this red match 3, which will charge blunderbuss up. So now I basically trigger Ksenia, blunderbuss, Wyatt, and then watch how much damage comes out from the double Emma. So yeah, you can see 2 dead, and then that's the end of that one. So it is quite an effective team if I can get the tiles to charge them up. I'm sorry, Carsten, but game, set, and match to Governor there. So Ariston used to actually be the leader of KA. I think Carsten actually had a go at leader as well for a while there. Anyway, double reviver, Panzer tank with a Quattro and Emma flank. So that's the team here for this one. I don't actually use this specific team in raiding, but I do use the middle 3. So I'm going to use Wyatt and Hairwear as my 2 greens to be strong against the Panzer tank. But then the middle 3 I use a lot in combination, which is 8-bit, Giselle, and Cooper. These 3 are absolute death-dealing yellows when they're all together. So I give the crit gun to Cooper because he doesn't really need the speed gun. If I gave him the speed gun and not 8-bit, they'd charge at different rates, which is just annoying as all hell. So we'll leave them both with crit guns and they'll fire off in the same turn. Yeah, so hopefully this one I get a couple yellow tiles. The beauty of having Giselle is it doesn't matter if Panzer fires because Giselle is able to cleanse it. So I can make a match 4 yellow or I can cascade a match 3. I'll take my match 4 just for more tiles. And then go a green-purple match here or the green match 3. I'll take the green match 3 for just that reason, to cascade in a yellow match 4. I'll take the yellow and then that charges some up. So now we'll target Quattro, which is a kill shot, which is great. I'll fire, obviously, Wyatt first, but I'll fire Hairwear on the right-hand side to charge block them both. And then Giselle, the dodge from Terminus, of course. Target Ksenia. She didn't have low enough health. I should have checked that. That's just lazy. Alright, so he's going to fire. So we'll just make this match, which gets me 8-bit charged. Fire off 8-bit. And then make a green match 3 at the bottom. Not quite enough to charge everyone. So we'll not get rid of Ksenia, okay? Pop the yellow, which will get rid of a whole bunch of tiles and hopefully get me a cascade. Got a nice cascade. That was a good cascade. Alright, so doesn't really matter. We'll fire 8-bit, kill Ksenia, double tap on, or triple tap, sorry, on Terminus with Giselle's special skill, and there we go. So the board is now flipped. We've got open season on everyone. I'll just grab a screenshot of that for records. I'll just keep a track on them, and then I'll let Nova know in case she's elsewhere, because she's got 3 flags remaining, and we can finish this off. So remaining 4 flags, I will just quickly double check. There's a couple people that have sent me videos, so I'll just double check. All right, we're back. So Payne has sent me some videos, and as has over here, yep, there she is, or he, Verdandy has sent me some videos, so I'll get a hit on these 2. I'll go after Tradition as well in the bottom left here, because I've chatted with him on and off on different occasions, and then I'll also probably go after the leader, because that's just a habit of mine. So but I don't know, but we'll start off with Payne. Payne and Verdandy definitely, because they've sent me some videos and it's only fair to send some back to them. So this team is basically going to be a minion protection. So we've got Booster and Perler. So the idea is that I fire Perler's minions first, which will then protect Booster's ones. And then we'll grab 8-bit, Judge, and Goldman. I haven't really used this trio of yellows together. It's a bit experimental. I do like using Judge on his own with 8-bit. They're a really great combo. Goldman, I've actually never used him in war before, if you can believe it. I've only recently leveled him up to 80, even after all these many months. We'll give the speed gun to Booster because she is slower mana. Charge. and then we'll keep speed guns on Judge and Goldman, or rather speed dodge guns. Goldman really needs the dodge gun because he's lower leveled. And yeah, so off the bat, I've got a red-purple match which I can make, which is probably going to be my best move at this stage because there's no immediate matches on my 2 colours. Fortunately, I did get 2 yellow cascades to flow in with a yellow match 4 I can make as well. So I'll make that, which should charge everyone up. So we'll get 8-bit fired first, and then after 8-bit, nice support attack, fire Goldman on the left-hand side, and then probably just target Terminus again because he's my main threat in this team, which he dodged again. Unideal. So we'll get rid of the purple there. Make match 3 blue. This isn't quite panning out in terms of tiles flowing. Drop, leave, good boy. Sorry, walking the dog as well, multitasking. All right, so now we've got our blues all charged, or not quite, there we go, charged up, that's what we wanted. Terminus will revive them both, but that's okay. I don't think I left either of them on immediately full charge. They were close. They will go Panzer first, Perla first, and then Booster, so you can see, okay, I misfired those, should have gone the other way around. I needed Perlas to come out first to protect Booster's minions, so they'd stay alive possibly a little bit longer, but who knows. So still trying to go after Terminus. I'd like to get him dead before he can revive again. That was actually quite a powerful shot. All right, so I lost all the minions on those 3 heroes, but now Booster's minions are kicking in and giving a little bit of charge to herself and Goldman each turn, but they stay alive. So you can see Goldman got a little bit of charge despite no yellow matches being made. I need 1 more blue match, and that will get me my 2 minion makers again. So Perla first, and then Booster. Okay, so I did fire them right. They're just in a different order. So in Empires and Puzzles, they actually go on in the opposite direction. So the one to the right is the one that was fired first, whereas in Puzzle Combat, it looks like it's the other way around. The one that's on the left is the one that was, I don't know. I'm just gonna keep firing minions. And then we'll get rid of Terminus this turn. There we go, Terminus gone. And also should get rid of Pareto as well. So we've got mostly full health, and we've got a couple of minions on top, which are basically like pseudo overheal. So that's good, that worked out all right. Next team, so we've got Verdandy, who I said I'd go after. Maybe the Rogue? No, we'll just go after Verdandy, we'll get the others later. So on this team, I'm going to go red-green, but in this time it's going to be the red that's got 3 and the green that's got 2. So we're going to grab my fully level Ksenia. I'm also going to grab Jocasta as an instant heal. I'm going to chuck in Melter, who, sorry, I'll grab Ridge as well while I'm at it, but Melter, and then also going to chuck in Mortis as well. So we'll grab Melter there, and we'll just scroll down. Mortis is only 4-80, so he's not quite fully leveled and not fully powerful yet, but that's all right. He's still hopefully going to be pretty okay. Worst comes to worst, another time I can use my 4-80 Hairwear or Emma or something like that. So speed gun to Melter because he is very slow, and then the dodge gun, the bleed gun on Mortis, the resist gun on Ridge, and the 2 speed crit guns on Joe and Ksenia. So there we go. So it is a Anastasia tank, which does make it hopefully a little bit easier because she is quite passive. She can generate a bit of armor, but that's all right. We can always kill off armor later. So we've got a match 3 green to start with, and then we've got the option of a match 3 green here to cascade a match 3 blue, which hopefully will give us a match 3 green. Now, we've got a match 3 green in the next turn. So we'll grab, do I take the match 3 green? Yeah, match 3 green. And options for a match 4 yellow with the blue, because I can't actually kill off Anna. Just get rid of the green tile there, hopefully cascade in some more, but the main thing was basically to charge my green hero. So we'll get Melter going first, followed by Mortis. So we got 1 crit on Brock. So, but even at crit damage, because he's only 4-80, he's not dealing out a huge amount in all. So not quite enough. He's still alive. I think we only lose Mortis out of this raft of special skills. Anyway, I should hopefully be able to bring Mortis back, back from the dead, because I've got Ksenia charged now. Oh no, lost Melter. Oops. So Ksenia followed by Joe for an instant heal. I should have done that the other way around. I do this every time I use Ridge and Joe together. I should fire Ridge first and then Joe second. No, leave it. Dog's trying to pick up golf balls and play with them. Because now Ridge has that bloody ailment on him, which stops him from gaining charge for 2 turns. So that match 3 that I just ghosted was wasted. So Ksenia, Joe, hey, we got Melter back. Right, so we'll get Melter as well, and then make our match 3 red on the right, and then now we can just whack-a-mole the 2 of them, and this should hopefully kill them both. Not quite. Goldman hanging on by a thread. Anyway, he'll die this turn from the poison or the bleed, or you name it, he'll die. So there we go. So far, the 3-2 is going all right. We're at 4 from 4 so far. I said I'd grab Tradition next, so we'll just nip over onto him. There are some options I can grab later on. Not really sure. All right, but we'll get Tradition out of the way, or we'll attack Tradition anyway. Hopefully it goes our way. So this one, I've never really used most of this team together. The only one I've used together before is this, is Talon and Bunny Hop. So I'm going to grab Bunny Hop and Talon together, who have a good synergy in terms of the poison damage and extra damage from Bunny Hop. I'll chuck Coyote in as as my main healer. Talon does pseudo healing via her minions, and then we'll grab Shocker and Face Off. The weapons are actually pretty well allocated. I'll just give the speed gun to Talon because she is a bit slower than Bunny Hop, which can be annoying if you don't fix it. But otherwise, I think everything else applied right. So here we go. So we got Coyote, Talon, Bunny Hop. How is that for a board? All right, so we got a purple match, which cascaded into a blue match. Just fire off my blue grenade. This is basically turning into a speed run. I wonder how fast I can get this done. All right, so we got 3 dead in 2 moves, and everyone charged. So we'll grab Coyote, followed by Talon, followed by Shocker, followed by Face Off. I'm gonna save Bunny Hop 1 turn. No, I'm just gonna get rid of it because I can recharge it straight away. All right, this is 3 turns down, 4 turns, 3 turns. This is a 3-turn victory. How about that? I never get boards that good in war. That was a cracker. I'm sorry, Tradition. That was an absolute waste of a hit against you in terms of a video, but that is one of the quickest war wins I think I've had yet. All right, final one. We'll attack the boss. So we've got Sub, Terminus, Ember, Blair, and Brock for this team. So Sub and Terminus are my support heroes. We'll just grab dodge and crit and speed on everyone there that I can. Ember and Blair have good synergy together in that they both do a blaze effect, which propagates burn outwards. And Brock is just absolutely awesome. Oh my goodness. All right, so we've got another killer board. All right, we're at 1 turn now. I don't think this is going to be quite as good as that last one. So Brock and Blair, which should kill the middle 2. Yeah, this isn't quite as good as that last board, but it's still really good. So we'll just grab this blue, I don't know, arrowy pointy thing, which charged everyone up. So we're just going to use Sub. We'll double tap both Blair and Ember. It is a bit of a waste normally to use them both on the same target because they overlap the special skill, but in this case, it doesn't matter. All I need is 1 match onto, I don't even need a match, he'll die from the burn. All right, so that was a similar number of turns. Sorry, Chris. That was another really good board. But yeah, that's really about it for this one. Those teams worked out quite well. Some of them I didn't really get a chance to see how they played together. You can see from my roster there is still a bit of depth left over. So I've got a couple purples, some greens, reds, a lot of 4-star heroes that I didn't use at all. I think the only 4 stars I used were the 8-bits and Blunderbuss. So If I did have a 7th flag, I would probably be making this team. So I'd be getting the 2 Night Owls together with Holden between them. I'd chuck in Panzer and Bridget as the primary support, with Panzer as a secondary support via her taunt. So that would be my next team. Not to be, because I don't have that many flags. But yeah, so it's 0 on our side, 1 flag remaining, which Nova's just finished off, I think. So this is the final score. Nice going, Nova. That was a really good finish. She got the clean and then 3 kills, which is a really good finish for her. All right, so yeah, that's what it is. This is the final score of the Pirate Horde versus KA. Went quite well. For us, the 3-2 experiment worked out well. As I said, some of the boards were insanely good and there was no way to really evaluate how good the teams were. But yeah, that's really about it for this one. No flags remaining. Final points are in. So hope you enjoyed. If you want to see some other stuff or you've got different team combinations, let me know. And I'll be happy to give some of them a try. But yeah, that's it for this one. Cheers. Bye.